So you like the clean lines of self fabric straps, but you've also had the experience of a jumpsuit or a dress or a top which grows and the straps sag. It's not good, is it? So we're not going to do that. We're going to keep the straps really nice and clean, self fabric, but they're not going to sag. Let's start with binding, stretch binding. Now I've done not thousands, but lots of videos on this. So I'll put a few that are very relevant in the corner. We're going to start with the binding. We've done the armhole and then we fold and fold again for our top stitching. Then we've got this, okay? We've left a long tail at the front. Now that's going to be our strap, and you can see how stretchy that is and soft, and that really would grow on your body and end up with a top that's disappeared. But we've got a trick. The trick is this little bit of elastic, and we're going to attach that into the seam allowance. So if you put your binding on with a zigzag, then that'll be your seam allowance. That's where you'll put it on. I've done it with an overlocker, and I'm just putting on the seam allowance, just forward and back, straight stitch on my sewing machine to attach that little bit of elastic. Now choose your elastic so that it's nice and fine, so it's going to be the size, the width of your strap. Just a forward and back on your sewing machine in the seam allowance to attach your elastic. There we go. That is attached, and if I stick my thumb under it, maybe you'll see it a little bit better. There you go. There's a little bit of elastic attached in there, and there it is, sticking out where the strap will be. Here's our binding, and what's going to happen is we will we'll fold one edge of the binding over the elastic, just that one there, and then the top bit of the binding also gets a fold, and then a fold over the top. Okay, just like binding. And that gives you this fine little strap, and the width and the rigidity of that elastic helps your strap maintain its straightness. There's no sort of wobbles or wiggles where one bit gets fatter and one bit gets skinnier. And then we're just going to peg it all the way down. So we're going to peg the strap. Probably the hardest part is this join bit where it's joining into the camis, because there's a crossover there of the binding, and you will check that video, okay? The binding the easy way for all the binding stuff, and I also did a quick recap of that in the previous video to this, which is to make up a camis. Okay, so I am folding and folding over again that binding and just pegging it all through, paying attention that that is all the same width. Okay, that's the beauty of a self fabric strap. It's supposed to look this beautiful, seamless, straight look. Keep on pegging it all the way through the armhole, and then of course, peg it all the way up through the strap using your elastic for sizing. All right, here's the back. This is the back of my armhole, and I've just got that little stumpy bit there. We're going to attach the strap to that. And we've got attention to the width of that binding. Now that binding on that neckline is a little bit wider than the binding on my armhole. I'm not worried about that so long as I keep the armholes both the same, because that will make the straps both the same. Okay, we'll have symmetry. And there's my nice pegged strap, trying to keep the fatness, sucked tight to that elastic. Let us get over to sewing the strap. We're going to start at the start. Now the start, it's going to be different from each side, for each side. We're going to start with the right side up, because that's how we do binding in my methodology. And we'll start at this stumpy bit, and I'm just paying attention that everything is tucked inside and that I'm not wandering off the edge, and that my straight stitching here, top stitching, is catching everything. Now what I mean is, if we have a look here, sometimes things like to get untucked. So I just use my little quick unquit pick to poke any offending bits back in. And we just need to make our tension be really fresh and really high for this process, because it's so easy to wander off the edge of the binding, because it's like we're going over lumps and hills, and the machine likes to wander, okay? So we've got to have our high tension And our big focus is don't fall off the edge and keep the width of that binding the same, especially when it gets up into the strap area. All right, so binding, just top stitching the binding around the armhole the way we normally do it. I'll just zoom it up here. It's looking all right. Okay, let's get up to the other end. It's looking good. I haven't wandered off the edge. I've caught everything, so that's good. And now we're going to extend out into this long strap bit. So again, we need to make sure that we are keeping the same width of the strap, or the binding, and everything is going to get caught. That's all I'm doing. I've just got my tension up, making sure my width is the same. And I am using that elastic, okay? I'm using the hard edges of that elastic. You'll see me push the fabric and tuck the fabric. Here we go, right there. Just push that fabric, making sure there's no bubbles, because that'll give you a bit of a fatter bit or a skinnier bit. You want to keep the tension there. It's just a higher tension job. And making sure you're catching everything. Okay, so you need to be able to sew straight lines, and that's all there is to this. Okay, the elastic also gives us a little bit, oh, let's zoom up, let's go. Do it slowly, okay? You'll need to do it slowly. But for the purpose of the video, I won't bore you. Okay, all the way to the end, back stitch to finish. And this is our strap. It's looking pretty good. Remember, there's going to be some body heat and some weight. You can see where I pull, not pull, but just hold it straight. I have caught everything, that's good. The width is the same, that's good. So that's the back, actually, that's the back. Let's flip it over. This is now the front. Okay, we were sewing from the front. And that's all looking pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that. Didn't wander off the edge. Not too wiggly. And the weight of the garment's going to pull out any of those wiggles as well. Okay, strap number 1 is done. Second strap. Now, second strap can be a bit harder because we're going to make it exactly the same. And we're going from a different direction this time. Because we're going to be top stitching on the right side, okay, right side up, obviously we're starting somewhere different. So we're going to be starting on the length of the strap this time. And you might find that easier, you might find that harder. I think I probably find it a bit harder. Just put your attention up. And the same attention factors. You're wanting the width, you're wanting to catch everything, and you want to not go off the edge. So just coming over that crossover bit. Remember, this is a bit hilly and a bit lumpy. You can just ease it through. If you need to hand wheel it, hand wheel it. Now we're going into the underarm area. So just normal binding, normal top stitching at this stage, keeping that the same width as the other one that you did. And there we go. We've got 2 straps. We're checking for symmetry. Have we got it right? Have we got it even? Have we got it unwiggly? And it's not too bad. The weight of the garment's going to take out those wiggles. So that's pretty good. Attaching the straps. We are going to use hardware because hardware just makes it an easier job, because you try this on your body and size this on your body, because we haven't put any adjustability. So once you've got that, we're just going to attach it with a bit of sewing on the sewing machine, back and forth, and make it the same place that you're sewing on the other side. Okay, and then we're going to put the strap in. So this is the part where you go away and you adjust it on your body, because we don't have that adjustability feature in for this strap. You can put it in if you like, but this one is just a plain strap. So find out how long you want it, and then we're going to go and sew it. Okay, so this is the back, And it's just a back and forth to secure that strap at the right length for you, and then the other strap as well, making sure I've got symmetry and I'm sewing in the same place. That's all I'm doing there. Back and forth, and there are my strap attachments at the back. So we've got chop off there to do, and then I'm going to tidy it up with a bit of hand sewing. So with my hand sewing, and you will see that I've done this in other videos for straps, but all I'm doing is just making sure that that little flap lies flat. And I'm taking a little bit across and a little bit down the edges, and it's just in and out stitch. What that does is it keeps it seamless against my skin, keeps it from flapping around, and it also wears better in the wash, okay? Wears a lot better. And I have made these camis quite often, for 10 years or so I can speak to that. All right, so that's what that's looking like at the moment, just one side done. We've got to do both sides. Here we've done both sides, and I've also done the underneath strap attachment down there into the garment. Now I haven't pierced the front side of the fabric. Okay, I've just caught the underneath fabric sides when I've done that, and that's why it looks so seamless on the right side, which is right now. So let's pull those straps along. They're pretty even, and we're looking for the symmetry. Have I got the same angle, the same join, everything all the way through? And it is looking pretty good. Okay, so just one little hardware attachment at the back, and the front is self fabric all the way. There we go, self fabric straps. So you've got some options now. You can do straps the easy way, you can do straps this way, you can do straps with adjustability. This is the lovely seamless look of a self fabric strap, and it will not sag, it will not grow and stretch out. So enjoy your comfy life, and I will see you next time. You can click on my face to subscribe.